According to Houston Chronicle, it says that it's unclear how much Sharpe actually settled for, but the amount likely exceeds $10 million, according to NBC Sports reported. And it says that Sharpe's legal representative, Lanny J. Davis, declined to comment about the settlement, but previously described the lawsuit as a blatant and cynical attempt to shake down Mr. Sharpe the millions of dollars. Her alleged initial settlement was $59 million, and it says that they have settled down to $50 million for the sexual assault lawsuit brought to him against him this year by an unnamed woman represented by an attorney in Houston by the name of Tony Busby. Now, Busby sued Sharpe in April on behalf of this anonymous Jane Doe, who alleged that the former tight and raped and sexually assaulted her on multiple occasions. The lawsuit also alleged a pattern of intimidation, manipulation, and abuse, and that Sharpe threatened to choke and slap her. Now, you know what I'm thinking of? Remember that time where he supposedly left his phone on live and he didn't realize it, and you can hear that they were in the middle of sexual relations at that moment? I wonder if this is that same young lady. Either way, I am not trying to discount her experience, and if she says that she is a rape victim, I respect her, because you know, a man on his level with his knowledge, Shannon Sharpe is not a new kid on the block. Okay, so he knows how this goes. He is an all-time pro. This man, his history in NFL, it is astounding. He's won, I think, what, 3 Super Bowls, 2 or 3 Super Bowls. I mean, he's in all these Hall of Fames. I mean, he's just a phenomenal athlete, okay, and entertainer as well. And he is well aware of the pitfalls that happen to athletes and entertainers in this industry, and especially if you are a Black American man. And this is my issue: when you know that there's really only 2 sources of income that is leading Black Americans to wealth, and that is because there is a decline in Black American men earning a 4-year degree in comparison to African immigrant men. There is a decline. So that means that they're not entering into professional arenas. Unfortunately, it's just a slim few that are. They're not entering into the teaching profession. Unfortunately, only a slim few are. That means that they are entering into either athletics or entertainment. That also ties into America's economy, because one of the greatest exports that America has in the modern times, that is entertainment. That's the only thing that people are really interested in from other nations that America has. And a lot of that entertainment that America exports out is heavily influenced by Black American culture. So knowing all of that, if you know that that is where your bread and butter comes from, I don't care who you marry. I don't care who you love. Let's stop that. Let's stop that rhetoric right now. Black women do not care if Black American men decide to marry into a white family or a Latin family or an Asian family, whatever, an Arab family. We don't care. You find love where you can find it. Just leave us out of your conversations when you do it. Don't use us as the reason on why you are pursuing other women in other ethnicities or races. We should not be a part of that conversation. But when you do go into marrying these other women, make sure that you're actually getting an investment back, okay? Don't you always be the financier. Don't you always be the setup, okay? For him to even make a statement like that, even his attorney making a statement saying it was a shakedown, we don't want to hear that, because he knew that. You have to protect yourself. This is your only bread and butter. And when I look back at Shannon Sharpe's humble beginnings and the house that he lived in, I can see that his behavior is passed on from the black man that helped to create him and left him. All of this is just like passed down trauma. It was okay for his grandmother and his mother and all the black women in their community to live in a house like that. But it's not okay for the women that he preferred to live in a house like that. I even went as far as to this. I looked at, let's say for instance, she got $10 million, right? So what I divided $10 million into was, how many homes could the majority of the community, people in his community from his humble beginnings, how many homes could have been purchased with that $10 million? And this is what it says, that the median income for Shannon Sharpe's town, now he was born in Chicago, but his football career started in a community called Glenville, Georgia, Tatnall County. Okay. The lowest income in 2024 that was reported was $24,700. That's poverty. That's really almost below poverty, really, but that's poverty level. And what I did was, I went so far as to just imagine the $10 million that the young woman reportedly may have received through this settlement. Enough now to where she even made a statement that she's retiring from OnlyFans and she will no longer be with OnlyFans anymore. She's gone into early retirement. That's wow. So I did my due diligence and I decided to look and see in Tatnall County, Georgia, what would be the smallest home that you can build right now. What is that estimated cost? And I looked and I saw a house. This is not a manufactured home. This is an actual house. This house cost $199,000. Okay, even though it's that small, it's $199,000. This would be a blessing to me. I'll live there. Okay, this would be this is a mansion for many people, because you have a lot of people living in their cars right now, in hotels. They have families. So what I did was I decided to say, okay, well, if he took $10 million that he's just going to throw out the window to give to a used OnlyFans model, how many homes of that $199,000 could have been purchased with $10 million? And it says that he could have purchased 200 homes for the money that he is about to cut a check for to an OnlyFans model. And I went on and I was just so curious, and I said, well, how many homes do you have to establish a town? And AI told me that, well, depending on your location and certain regulations, it says according to your state or country, but generally a minimum of 25 homes is required to most sources to establish an actual town. So he could have had a whole entire town in Glenville called Shannon Sharpeville. But instead, that town money went on to her cheeks, both left and right. And this is the stupidity